When I saw both of them standing in my room, one holding birthday cake, the other holding cane, I knew my life was over. It is my birthday funeral rehearsal. My name is Kola. And until this incident, I was enjoying life like small chops at a wedding. Sweet, messy, and scattered. I had a full-package girlfriend on the island. Bisola, banker. Clean accent. Smooth skin. The type that says, "Let's do brunch," and orders avocado toast like she knows what avocado really is. Then there was my mainland babe, Cynthia. Pepper soup seller by day, slay queen by night, loud, loyal. The kind of woman that says, "If you cheat on me, I go scatter your destiny." So of course I lied to both of them. To Bisola, I'm always working late. To Cynthia, "Island girls no fit understand me, now you be my peace." And so I day balance sin with sweet mouth until that cursed Thursday. That morning I got 2 texts. Bisola, "Baby, make sure you're home by 7 p.m. today. I have a surprise for you. You'll love it." I smiled like a thief who just saw free meat until I saw Cynthia's message. "Kola! 7 p.m. sharp. Day your house. I won't spoil you today." 2 women, same time, same house. In that moment, I knew I was the GOAT, not greatest, of all time. But the one about to be used for emotional sacrifice, I started sweating like Nepopole during thunderstorm. I tried to lie my way out. I told both of them I was sick. Bisola replied, "Even better, I'll bring soup and medicine." Cynthia said, "Perfect, I'll bring pepper soup and bitters." That's when I knew. Now there he go happen. PM. The beginning of my downfall. He heard the knock. Soft at first, like doom with eyelashes. I opened the door and saw both of them, side by side. Smiling like demons on promo, Bisola holding balloons and birthday cake. Cynthia holding cane. And what looked like a laminated list of my lies. I wanted to faint. My spirit actually attempted to exit my body, but the door was blocked. "Happy birthday," they both said. At that moment, my phone slipped from my hand, my legs weakened, and I knew God had logged out. They entered, locked the door. Bisola placed the cake on my table like it was an offering to a doomed god. Cynthia adjusted her slippers and said, "Shall we begin?" The interrogation began. Bisola pulled out an envelope and said, "Here's a timeline of your cheating." Slide 1, me texting her "Good night, baby," while I was literally at Cynthia's place eating catfish pepper soup. Slide 2, screenshot of me calling them both my piece on the same day. Slide 3, my famous line, "I've never felt this way about anyone before." Apparently, I had told both of them that. And one other babe on Twitter. Cynthia raised her cane like Moses parting the Red Sea. I tried to run. She stretched and locked the door with one foot like an FBI agent in slippers. My TV blinked. "Even Nepa refused to save me, I begged." They smiled. Then it began. Cynthia didn't waste time. She pointed the cane at me like she was doing roll call in a primary school. "This one is for the lie you told me on Valentine's Day, that your uncle died. Meanwhile, you were in Bisola's hotel eating prawn, my fried rice. Wayne!" The cane kissed my back. My scream echoed into the compound. Dogs barked. My neighbor knocked gently and whispered, "Oga Kola." "Should I call police or pastor?" I screamed back. "Call heaven!" Bisola wasn't touching me. Oh no. Her weapon was emotional warfare. She sat down cross-legged and read from her printed notes like a TED Talk. Kola once said, "You're the only one who truly understands me." "Cynthia, please. How many times has he told you that?" Cynthia replied, "Every week, including last night." They both high-fived. Tears gathered in my eyes. I looked up and asked God, "Is this how Judas felt?" The WhatsApp voice note that killed me twice. Then Bisola brought out her phone. She played a voice note I had sent her a week ago. The one where I said, "You know I'm not like those Lagos boys. I don't play games. I'm ready for marriage. If only you'd just say yes." Then Cynthia pulled her own phone and played my exact words. Same sentence, same voice crack for dramatic effect. At this point, I was crying. Not the normal guy tears. I was sobbing like a baby goat lost in traffic. Then Cynthia said the worst words a man can hear. "Kola, remove your shirt. This beating is spiritual," I obeyed. When you're in trouble and the only thing between you and disgrace is obedience, you become humble like soaked bread. The neighborhood news agency activates unknown to me. The drama had gone viral in real life. My compound people, those jobless goats, were outside with plastic chairs, watching. Somebody even brought popcorn. One woman shouted from outside, "Cynthia! Beat him well. Na him tell my niece say she no get wife material." Another man added, "Omo, make person stream this thing on Instagram live oh." I was now trending in my own compound. Then, Baisola stood up. That's when I knew the situation had gone from frying pan to cremation. She said, "I'm done. You're a fraud, a manipulator, a low-budget Yoruba demon." Then she walked to the table, carried her birthday cake, and smashed it on my head. Butter icing entered my eyes. The candles stabbed my forehead gently, like a reminder that I was born to suffer. Then she did the worst thing. She turned to Cynthia and said, "Let's go." This one's not even worth shouting again. And then the two of them, former enemies, left together, like besties, like sisters, like Avengers who just finished defeating Thanos, aka me. Now I'm here, sitting on my floor, cake in my hair, cane lines on my back, no girlfriend, no side chick, no self-esteem, but that's not the worst part. You know what's worse? They left the door open. Now all my compound people are taking turns entering to console me, or laugh. One even said, "Kola, next time just marry Bible." I sat there, shirtless, with icing in my hair and emotional damage in my soul. Someone from Block C walked in and dropped a sachet of water beside me saying, "Oya, drink, brus, before you faint and become compound sacrifice." I couldn't talk. I just nodded like a baptized mosquito. As I stood up to clean myself, my phone rang, caller ID, Baby G. Baby G, I forgot to mention her. Wait, who is Baby G? Baby G is Gloria. My third leg of the triangle, the one I kept off social media, off WhatsApp, strictly Snapchat and Telegram. Lagos babe with curves that can cause visa rejection. I only see her on weekdays, when Bisola is at work and Cynthia is busy frying catfish. That day. I hadn't seen her in 2 weeks. So why was she calling? I ignored it. She called again, then texted, "I'm outside." Surprise. I dropped my phone. I screamed. I ran. Cell PM. A full Nigerian season. Finale peeped through my window. Gloria was outside, looking like Valentine in human form, red dress, golden heels, cake box in one hand, iPhone on the other. I had two options: jump the fence like a criminal, face my destiny like a Yoruba movie character. I chose the third option: hide inside my wardrobe like Joseph in Potiphar's house. As I squeezed myself into that tiny space, I heard her voice. "Kola!" "I know you're in there. Come out. I saw Cynthia and one fine yellow girl leaving your house earlier. What's going on?" My heart started playing Zanku. I stayed quiet. But guess what? My stupid neighbor, Baba Martins, that monitoring spirit, in human form, decided to update her. Gloria, you're the third one today. Oh, the other two don't beat him well. Come, let me show you the cane marks. Gloria enters. My life exits. She barged into my room, saw the broken cake, saw the balloons, saw the cane on the floor. Then she paused. Wait, was this supposed to be my surprise party too? She sat down. She didn't shout. She didn't cry. She just said, "Kola, come out. I won't beat you. I just want to talk." And you know what they say. When a Nigerian woman says she won't beat you, you better start preparing your obituary. But then I heard something even scarier than her voice. Another knock. A deep voice said, "Police, open this door." My spirit almost left permanently. How do I explain that I wasn't dead, just hiding from 3 girlfriends, 1 cane, and a cake curse? "Police, open this door!" Inside that wardrobe, my breathing slowed. My soul started calculating bribe prices. Outside, Gloria screamed, "Officers, he's hiding! Inside this house like a criminal!" I heard the wooden door creak open. My landlord had used his spare key. "Ogo, officer, come in. That boy Don caused enough Wahala for 1 year. My enemies were now multiplying." The police stepped in. Boots, batons, body odor. "Where is Kola?" One barked. Gloria pointed at the wardrobe like Judas at the Last Supper. The officer yanked the wardrobe open. There I was, bent like boiled plantain, shirtless, eyes red from tears. My only words, "Officer, I no get strength, just carry me go." Inside. The station? I sat on a bench like a broken mannequin. The DPO looked at me and asked, "So, women beat you? And now you're the criminal?" I nodded. I couldn't even argue. Then Gloria stepped forward. "Sir, I just want to say something before you release him." I looked up. Maybe she came to forgive me. Maybe love would win. She reached into her bag, pulled out a small brown envelope, dropped it on the table, then dropped the bombshell. "That's his DNA test result. He's the father of my baby." Everything went silent, blinked. "Baby? What baby?" she continued. "You remember that weekend in Lekki Phase 1 after we drank small Henny and watched that Korean drama?" That was the night. I started sweating again. The coup. Officer looked at me. "Oga Kola, how many more surprises remain today?" My head spun, my body went numb. It was only 10:30 p.m. I had already been flopped, exposed, beaten, humiliated, and now daddified then. My phone vibrated unknown number. I picked up, shakily. "Hello, Kola, it's Amaka. I'm outside your gate. I brought your favorite jollof and I want to talk about us." Amaka? Another babe? Even the police officers paused. One asked, "Oga, are you running a branch of the Ministry of Women Affairs?" Inside the police station, the room fell silent. Even mosquitoes paused mid-bite as I whispered, "Amaka is here." With jollof. The DPO squinted at me like he was watching an episode of Jennifer's Diary. "How many girlfriends do you actually have, young man?" Before I could reply, Gloria clapped back. "Count with your fingers, then borrow your toes." One constable burst out laughing. Another started writing a comedy skit script. I was the joke. The jollof arrives, they let Amaka into the station. She walked in, glowing, confident. That "I know something you don't" look in her eyes. She dropped the foil pack of steaming jollof on the table, then looked at Gloria, then looked at me. Then she dropped a small nylon bag beside the rice and said, "That's not all I brought." My mouth was dry. My soul said, "Bro, run!" She pulled out a pair of baby shoes. Wait, baby number 2. I started laughing. Not normal laughter. That type of painful, spiritual, I don't believe this is my life laughter. "Another baby?" Amaka smiled. "Congratulations, Daddy of Lagos." Gloria stood up. "Excuse me? I thought I was the only one carrying his child." Amaka replied with a wicked grin. "You thought wrong. While you were snapping pregnancy tests, I was busy collecting his real DNA, and I'm 2 months ahead of you." The police officers were now fully invested in the drama. One whispered, "This is better than Anikulapo, oh," and then a twist. The DPO leaned forward and said, "Kola, this is not normal. Are you sure these women are not working together?" Suddenly everything started to connect in my head. Same birthday surprise timing, back-to-back arrivals, DNA tests, baby shoes. I turned to all of them. Wait. Is this a setup?" They looked at each other and smiled. Gloria said, "You remember 3 months ago when you told me you were traveling to Ibadan for your cousin's wedding?" I nodded, slowly. Amaka added, "You told me the same story. Same cousin, same date." Bisola, who had just walked back in, yes, she came back, chimed in. "And me too. Same Ibadan. Same lie." It hit me. These women had been talking to each other, working together. This wasn't revenge. It was a coordinated, multi-layered Voltron-style takedown. And then the door opened again. A soft voice said, "Is this the police station?" We all turned. Cynthia. She had returned too. She entered, took one look at the room, saw the cake stain on my head. The baby. Shoes the jollof and calmly asked, "Has he confessed?" Cynthia sat down like a judge. "Kola, welcome to your judgment day. Call it Court of the Chopped Ladies." The others nodded. Bisola pulled out a projector remote. Where did she get it? A small portable projector lit up the wall. Slide 1. Kola's Hall of Lies, an investigative breakdown. I tried to stand, the DPO signaled. "Sit down and face your sins." They took turns reading. Bisola. On March 2nd, you said you were at a company retreat. We found you at Mr. Biggs in Surulere buying food with Gloria, Cynthia. April 5th, you told me your uncle died, but we saw your tagged Insta story at Amaka's place wearing matching pajamas, Gloria, while you were praying and fasting. For clarity in Lekki, you were actually kissing Bisola on Snapchat. We screen recorded it. Amaka. And those 2 babies you thought were yours. Yeah, they're not. We faked it. Welcome to Emotional Damage, Inc. I collapsed. Like a failed NEPA transformer, mentally, spiritually, maritally. I was finished. Cynthia leaned forward. We knew you were a player, but you disrespected all of us, equally. So we came together, not for drama, but for closure. Gloria stood. We're not here to destroy you. That would be too easy, Amaka added. We're here to teach you. A masterclass in heartbreak, taught by 4 professors. Then Bisola stood, walked over, and dropped a small wrapped box on my lap. Happy birthday, Kola. This is your real surprise. I opened it slowly, hoping maybe it was peace offering, or perfume, or at least chewing gum. It was a mirror with a note that read, "Look inside. That's the clown of the year." They all walked out, together, hair swaying, faces glowing, laughing like they just left a spa. The police officers stood and clapped. Even the DPO saluted them. I sat there, with my cake-stained face, my lies exposed, my rice untouched, and my clown mirror in hand. The lesson: don't play with women who know Excel, screenshots, and each other. I now attend church regularly. I volunteer for ushering duty. I haven't said, "Hey babe," to any woman in half a year. They call me Brother Kola. I call myself survivor of 4 babes and 1 cane. One time, a woman smiled at me during service. I ran to the pastor's office and asked for emergency deliverance. I still limped, but not from the cane, from the truth.